Anna had always been a humble and pure-hearted girl, brought up by her caring parents in a cozy and supportive household. She was their pride and joy, and they consistently made sure to teach her the principles of kindness, respect, and empathy. As Anna grew older, her parents decided to enroll her in an all-girls academy, hoping she would thrive in an environment surrounded by peers who shared similar values. The school was renowned for its outstanding academic standing and strong community spirit, and Anna's parents were certain it would be the ideal place for their daughter to flourish and develop. Initially, Anna was thrilled to begin her journey at the new academy. She was keen to make new friends and acquire new knowledge, dedicating herself to her studies with passion. However, as she settled into her new schedule, Anna started to realize that things weren't quite as she had anticipated. The girls at her school were different from those she knew at home, possessing a more worldly demeanor. They frequently discussed boys and relationships, leaving Anna listening with wide eyes, feeling somewhat excluded. One girl, in particular, captured Anna's attention. Her name was Isabella, a senior at the academy. Isabella was stunning and self-assured, with striking blue eyes and long, curly blonde hair. She had a presence that demanded attention, and Anna found herself irresistibly drawn to her time and again. As they spent more moments together, Anna began to experience a flutter in her heart that she had never felt before. She couldn't quite identify what it was, but she couldn't deny her feelings. As weeks passed, Anna found herself spending increasing amounts of time with Isabella. They studied together, took walks, and shared their aspirations and dreams. Anna felt she had finally discovered a genuine friend and was thankful for Isabella's mentorship and support. Yet, as their bond deepened, Anna noticed that Isabella was distinct from the other girls at school. More confident, more outgoing, and more bold. Anna was unsure how to interpret these differences, but couldn't help being captivated by Isabella's charismatic nature. As the semester neared its end, Anna felt increasingly conflicted. She had always identified as straight, but her feelings for Isabella were intensifying each day. She was uncertain about how to handle her emotions, but she knew she felt truly alive when with Isabella and couldn't envision her life without her. Little did Anna realize, her life was about to take a significant turn that would alter her forever. The school year was ending, and Anna was excited to return home for the summer. However, as she packed her belongings and bid farewell to her friends, she couldn't shake the sensation that she was leaving a part of herself behind. She knew she would miss Isabella and couldn't help but ponder what the future might hold for them. Walking out of the academy gates, Anna felt a sense of unease. She was aware she would have to confront her parents and old friends, and was uncertain how they would respond to the changes she had undergone. Looking back at the school, nostalgia washed over her. She had matured and transformed significantly over the past year, and knew she would never be the same again. While she was excited for what the future might bring, she also felt fear, knowing she would have to navigate the complexities of her newfound feelings without being sure if she was prepared. Yet, as she walked away from the academy, determination settled in. She was ready to face whatever came next, as long as Isabella was by her side. The summer stretched before her, full of possibilities and uncertainties. Anna understood she would have to make difficult decisions, not knowing their outcomes. But as she walked away, hope filled her heart. She knew she would always have Isabella, and that together, they could overcome anything. Unbeknownst to Anna, their love was just beginning and would lead them on an unforgettable journey. With a mix of excitement and anxiety, Anna ventured into the unknown, ready to embrace whatever lay ahead. As summer drew to a close, Anna couldn't help but feel both excitement and nervousness. The past few months had been filled with thoughts of Isabella and the emotions she had developed. She had never felt this way about anyone before and was unsure how to process her feelings. However, as she reflected on Isabella, Anna realized she couldn't ignore her emotions. She was attracted to Isabella's confidence, beauty, and charismatic personality. Upon returning to school, Anna was eager to see Isabella again. They had stayed in touch over the summer, exchanging letters and talking on the phone. But upon reuniting, Anna sensed a change in Isabella's behavior. She seemed more confident, more outgoing, and more fearless. Anna couldn't quite grasp what was happening, but found herself irresistibly drawn to Isabella's allure. As they spent more time together, Isabella began introducing Anna to her friends. a group of girls who were confident, outgoing, and unapologetic about their sexuality. They were all lesbians and didn't shy away from expressing it. Initially taken aback, Anna gradually felt a sense of comfort and acceptance as she got to know them. Among the group were Rachel, the outspoken and assertive leader; Jamie, the quiet and thoughtful artist; Mia, the lively and energetic social butterfly. Together, they formed a close-knit circle of friends who supported and accepted each other for who they were. As Anna spent more time with Isabella and her friends, she began to feel a sense of belonging she had never experienced before. For the first time, she felt she fit in, as the group accepted her without concern for her past or family. Their focus was solely on the present and the future they would create together. However, as Anna became more involved in Isabella's world, she noticed changes within herself. She was becoming more confident, more outgoing, and more rebellious. She began questioning her parents' values and their expectations of her, wondering if she had been living a lie or pretending to be someone she wasn't. Over the weeks, Anna immersed herself further into Isabella's world, attending parties, going to clubs, and exploring her sexuality. She felt alive, free, and like she could truly be herself. Yet, when she looked in the mirror, she couldn't help but wonder if she was losing her identity, becoming someone unrecognizable, someone her parents wouldn't approve of. The more time Anna spent with Isabella, the more it felt like walking a tightrope, balancing her old life with her new one, trying to satisfy her parents while also exploring her newfound identity. As she navigated this delicate balance, she felt both excitement and apprehension. She was taking a risk that could forever change her life. Gazing into Isabella's eyes, Anna knew she was ready to take the plunge. As the semester ended, Anna felt increasingly torn, caught between her previous life and her new one, between her parents' expectations and her own desires. She didn't know what the future held but recognized the need to make a choice: continue on her current path or return to her old life. The decision was solely hers, but looking at Isabella, she couldn't imagine a future without her. As they spent more time together, Anna realized Isabella was not just a free spirit, but also a rebel, constantly challenging the status quo, questioning authority, and pushing boundaries. Influenced by Isabella's rebellious nature, Anna noticed a change in herself, becoming more confident, outgoing, and stubborn. She began doubting her parents' values and their expectations, questioning if she had been living a false life, pretending to be someone she wasn't. One day, Isabella persuaded Anna to join her in protesting the school's administration. The school had announced plans to enforce a new dress code, which Isabella and her friends felt was overly restrictive and conservative. Determined to oppose it, Isabella convinced Anna to march through the streets, holding signs and chanting slogans. Anna felt both excited and apprehensive. Never one for confrontations, but Isabella's enthusiasm was contagious. She found herself swept up in the moment, feeling pride and purpose. As they neared the school, Anna saw her parents standing on the sidelines, appearing worried and disapproving. They had been warned about Isabella's influence and were determined to stop it. Anna felt a pang of guilt and anxiety, knowing she was about to confront her parents publicly. As the protest climaxed, Isabella grabbed the microphone and began to speak passionately. Anna got caught up in the energy, cheering and chanting alongside others, feeling solidarity and purpose. However, as the protest concluded, Anna's parents approached her, looking angry and disappointed. "Anna, what are you doing?" her mother asked, her voice trembling with emotion. "You're not like this. You're a good, respectful girl. What is Isabella doing to you?" Anna felt a surge of defiance, knowing she had to stand up for herself and for Isabella. "I'm not a good girl, Mom," she said firmly. "I'm a person with my own thoughts and feelings, and I'm not going to apologize for who I am." As the confrontation intensified, Anna realized she had crossed a line, rebelling against her parents, the school, and societal expectations. She was no longer the innocent, modest girl she once was, but someone new, different, and determined to forge her own path. Walking away from the scene with Isabella by her side, Anna knew she had embarked on a journey that would forever alter her life. She was no longer the same girl and was prepared to face the consequences of her actions. The question remained: would she reconcile with her parents or forge a new path entirely her own? As days passed, Anna's rebellion against her parents and the school administration grew stronger. She and Isabella were inseparable, attending protests, rallies, and events that showcased their defiance against the establishment. Anna's parents were at their wits' end, trying everything to get their daughter to conform to their expectations. But Anna remained steadfast, determined to live life on her own terms. The consequences of Anna's rebellion began to manifest. Her parents cut her off financially, refusing to support her lifestyle. Anna was forced to take a part-time job to support herself, and Isabella, working long hours. Despite the challenges, Anna was genuinely happy. Isabella, on the other hand, thrived amidst the chaos. She was a natural leader, and her charisma and charm attracted a large following of like-minded individuals. Together, they were a formidable force, challenging the status quo. Anna admired Isabella's confidence and conviction, finding herself increasingly drawn to her. As the semester progressed, Anna's grades began to suffer. She spent more time with Isabella and less on her studies, much to her parents' frustration. They had always expected Anna to excel academically, and her declining grades were a disappointment. But Anna didn't care. She was too engrossed in living her life and exploring her newfound identity. One day, the school administration summoned Anna to their office, threatening expulsion if she didn't comply. Anna remained defiant, refusing to back down and apologize for her actions. Isabella stood by her side, supporting her and encouraging her to stand firm. Together, they confronted the administration, refusing to compromise their values. The confrontation ended with Anna being given an ultimatum: to comply and conform to the school's expectations or face expulsion. Anna was torn, knowing her parents would be devastated if she was expelled, but Isabella remained resolute, urging Anna to stand up for herself and fight for her beliefs. As they left the office, Anna felt apprehensive, recognizing that she had to make a choice that would define her life. Would she conform to others' expectations or forge her own path, risking everything? The decision was hers alone. As they walked out of the school, Isabella turned to Anna and took her hand. "I'm proud of you, Anna," she said, her eyes shining with admiration. "You're brave and strong. Whatever you decide, I'll be by your side." Anna felt a surge of love and gratitude towards Isabella, realizing she had found her soulmate, her partner in every sense. Together, they would face any challenges and emerge stronger and more in love than ever. The school administration was equally displeased and followed through on their threat, expelling Anna from the only school she had known. She was left to navigate an uncertain future, with Isabella as her anchor, supporting her and encouraging her to stay true to herself. Together, they faced the fallout from Anna's decision and worked to build a new life. They found a small apartment in a quiet neighborhood and began making it their own. They spent their days exploring the city, attending protests and rallies, and advocating for social justice. Despite the hardships, Anna and Isabella were happy. They were in love and determined to make their relationship work. They spent evenings cuddled up together, watching movies, and discussing their dreams and aspirations. They were each other's rock, knowing they could face anything as long as they had each other. However, as months passed, the reality of their situation set in. Anna's parents had cut her off financially, and she struggled to make ends meet. Isabella was working multiple jobs to support them, but it was a struggle. They were barely scraping by, and knew they couldn't continue living like this indefinitely. One day, Isabella came home exhausted and defeated. She had been working nonstop for weeks, and was at her breaking point. Anna could see the toll it was taking on her, and knew she had to act. She sat Isabella down, and they had a long conversation about their future. They recognized they couldn't keep living this way, but didn't know what else to do. One day, their activism led them to a small town in the countryside, where they attended a social justice rally. As they walked through the town, Anna spotted a small church with a sign that read, "God loves you." She felt a sudden urge to enter, and noticing her hesitation, Isabella encouraged her to follow her heart. Inside the church, Anna met a kind-hearted pastor who listened to her story and offered words of comfort and guidance. He shared the teachings of the Bible and emphasized the message of love and redemption. Anna began to realize that her desires and feelings were not in line with God's plan for her life and felt a conviction to change her ways. The pastor prayed with Anna, and she felt a weight lift off her shoulders as she sought forgiveness and deliverance. She realized she had been living a life displeasing to God and wanted to make amends with the pastor's guidance. Anna began to see that her relationship with Isabella was unhealthy and made the difficult decision to end it. Isabella was devastated when Anna told her she wanted to end their relationship. She had never felt such a deep connection with anyone before and couldn't understand why Anna was leaving her. But Anna remained resolute, knowing she had to follow her heart and do what was right. As Anna walked away from Isabella, she felt sadness and loss, but also a sense of peace and freedom, knowing she was finally doing the right thing. She returned home to her parents, who were overjoyed to see her. They had been praying for her deliverance and were grateful to have her back. Anna's parents welcomed her with open arms, and together they worked to rebuild their relationship. Anna apologized for her past mistakes, and her parents forgave her. Grateful to have their daughter back, they attended counseling sessions together, addressing the issues that had driven them apart. Reflecting on her experience, Anna realized she had been misled by Isabella's influence, caught up in an unhealthy lifestyle. She was thankful to be free from it and knew she still had much to learn, but she was excited to begin her new journey, one grounded in her faith and values. The pastor who had guided Anna became a mentor, supporting her spiritual journey. Anna attended church regularly, surrounded by people who loved and supported her, finding a new sense of purpose and meaning in her life. She was grateful for the love and forgiveness of her parents and her church community. In the end, Anna emerged from her experience with a newfound appreciation for her faith and family. She had endured a difficult time, but came out stronger and wiser. She knew she would always be thankful for her parents' love and support, and looked forward to the future. Sitting in church surrounded by loved ones, Anna felt peace and contentment, knowing she was exactly where she was meant to be. She smiled, aware she was loved and forgiven, and would always have a place among the people and faith she cherished.